I'm walking around here at Cultura, and my buddy Mickey, hi Mickey, he's like, hey, you got to feature this because our mutual friend Bucky Lasik would love to see this feature and watch this feature. Steve is actually the owner and builder of this amazing, you guys called it a Brumby.
Brumby, yeah. Named after a horse.
In the US, we call it a BRAT.
Yeah.
But in Australia, it's called a Brumby. But this is so far from stock. This is not even, I don't even know where to begin. What did this start life as? Was this something like a beater car that you restored, or?
Yeah, semi-restored it up. So started from rear to the front and went through everything, and yeah, all built within newish, or what you could find. Yeah.
So then the big obvious thing is that it is STI swap now.
Yeah, STI swap. Yeah.
Did this come as all-wheel drive to begin with?
No, Brumbies or Brats were front-wheel drive, and then you engage the lever to make it all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. So then the aesthetics of it already had the rear diff in it.
Did the Australian version have a different motor or power plant package than the US?
No, I think they were just a 1.8 litre carbureted version. I know in different Subaru models they bought a maybe injected one out and a turbo one out of a Vortex, if they call, I'm not sure if they call that in the States. But the easiest conversion is a XX conversion with little modifications.
What year is this one?
1992.
Was it pretty hard to get this all to fit? Like, it looks like, honestly, it looks stock.
And yeah, the only mod is the cross member for the up pipe for the turbo, which is on that side, and your chassis rails basically to clear your timing covers down there. You'll see they're notched out.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So then this is a legal swap here in Australia.
Yeah, it's a legal swap.
It's legal because it's a newer motor for older chassis.
And it falls within a percentage. They allow you a certain percent, and it still falls within that. But I see. And then what year did this come out of? 96 STI motor, but then the intercooler's out of an 08 to 2022.
And then how many liters is this?
2 litre.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's a EJ or EJ20. EJ20. Okay,
EJ20,
got it.
Yeah.
And then what about the front end? This kind of...
The bar is off a Nissan R31.
This?
Yeah.
This is off R31?
Yeah, Nissan, yeah.
And you got it to fit?
Yeah, it was an aftermarket fiberglass one sold here, and then I took, I think, 150 mil out of the middle of it and shortened the ends up, because I didn't want just the bumper look.
This kind of reminds me of Travis Pastrana's GL.
The wagon he built.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that. So is this
That's
original?
all factory, yeah.
Factory Brumby, but you added obviously the logo.
Yeah, and then the grill's off, still a wagon. The wagons come out with a straight grill instead of a honeycomb grill. And then just a newer style light in it.
But this is off of like a GL wagon.
A GL wagon, yeah.
That's why it reminds me of it. That is so
because they're
cool.
normally honeycomb sort of look. Yeah.
And then what about this lip?
That came with it, so I had to sort of shorten that up as well.
It came with the R31.
Yeah, and it was in Australia we got the GDS model, and it was a Skyline GDS model, and they had I think a factory lip, so I got both with it.
This is so crazy. So then, how much power does this make now versus stock?
It's 215 kilowatts at the wheels.
Okay.
So it's probably 300 brake horsepower.
Which is probably 3 times the amount.
Brumbies or the Brat's power, yeah.
That is so cool. Mickey asked me to ask about the hood scoop.
Yeah.
What's special about this hood scoop?
It's off an 08 to 012 WRX. So it's been grafted into the bonnet instead of predominantly just sticking a WRX scoop on it.
Who did this work?
One of Dad's mate. He's an old school welder, so we cut it, and even as far as the bracing, you wouldn't tell that it's been.
It looks so good. It looks
He
OEM.
unpicked the bracing out of the bonnet, welded even the splitter, got that to work.
So this is from the '08 or
the '08 WX, yeah.
and
Yeah.
and this is the actual Brumby stock hood.
Stock hood, yeah.
Was this originally a white car?
Originally white, yeah. I was debating to paint it a gunmetal grey like one of my other Subarus, but I just wanted it on the road, so I kept it white.
This is so cool. I love it. And then what about the rear end? Did you have to modify anything on the rear here?
No, it's all pretty much Subaru WX/Brumby. Even the diffs were interchanged, so it's got a 4:4 ratio, STI 5-speed gearbox with 4:4 ratios. The only thing you have to hybrid is the drive shafts, because the Brumbies run like a stub axle and the later model WXs run the shafts in. So, and then strengthen the rear diff cradle all up in there, that moustache bar as they call it.
Uh-huh.
You sort of got someone to laser cut one, because with the WX it pushes the diff back, so you strengthen all that up.
And then so what kind of diff is that? R160?
R160,
Uh-huh.
yeah, 4:4 ratios.
It's like a brand new car underneath.
Yeah.
You've changed so much.
You can buy here in Australia, you can buy these, believe it or not, brand new.
Still. Is it because this was a pretty popular vehicle?
Pretty popular car, yeah, and it ran for over 8-9 years, I think. Yeah,
You guys really love your Utes.
Yeah.
We really, I feel like in the States, only have two popular ones. The Subaru, and then we had the El Camino.
Yeah. This would fit inside an El Camino.
Exactly.
In the back.
but I've seen these on the road, and of course, in the U.S., what these are famous for are the jump seats.
Yeah.
But that was like a legal thing. What's the story behind that?
I think in the States, to get them in, they were going to get taxed a lot because they were a ute. So the way they overcome it is became a 4-seater car, so technically it wasn't a ute anymore. Where here we didn't obviously get them, and there was never an option. But they probably would never let you sit in the back anyway. I don't know if they did in the States, whether they...
I think they did. I think it was okay. Growing up in the States, in Los Angeles, it was very common for people just to sit in the bed of a pickup truck or a ute or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of times without seats or seatbelts. So I'm assuming around the time when the vehicle was new, it was okay. But of course now it's not okay.
Yeah.
With that said, is that something that you want for this Brumby?
I do, just for the aesthetic look, that it's different. I think one of my other friends in Queensland's got a set, and it's just same thing. It looks different,
It looks cool, and the people will be happy to see them on this vehicle.
Yeah.
So is it a pretty big community, the Brumby community?
Yes, it is. Like everything, it's online, on Facebook. As in modified ones, you could probably count them on one hand, like a fully modified ones, but as they start to come out, people get more and more ideas, and I built one 15 years ago from ground up, but same thing, you get married and you sell your toys and then you get back into building them again, so.
Can you, okay, so let's talk about the wheel and tire setup, and then we'll talk about the inside.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the wheel and tire setup?
That billet from the States, VMS. I wanted a racier looking wheel to it. I used to have Works wheels on it, had 18x10s all around. Believe it or not, they fit better than these running 15s. Had to trim the guard out because of the tyre size, because they're such a square tyre, opposed to when you run an 18, you run a really small tyre and they roll off very quick.
This is so cool. So it's a square setup then, huh? Like the same size, front and back?
Yes, yeah, because of all-wheel drive. Then put the WX brakes, front and rear. The only thing, had to shave the caliper a little bit because running a 15-inch rim, opposed to them brakes are only meant to fit on sort of a 16-inch wheel.
So then, did you buy an entirely different car to put it into this vehicle?
No, just source bits and pieces like gearbox and diff bought from a wreckers or mate. Then engine, yeah, you could. But as the cars get older, the bits get harder and harder to find, and they're worth a lot more money now because the cars have gone up.
Let's take a look at the interior. Whoa. I was not ready for this.
The vinyl or the grey?
Why is it so new? It looks like a brand new vehicle.
Been restored. Yeah, so just...
So you re-dyed them, or?
Just paint, vinyl paint. They sell vinyl paint here, and just pretty much the same grey that they come out with.
It looks so clean.
Yeah.
And all of this plastic trim too.
Because I've had a few over the years, I sort of ratted out and kept the best bits out of them. And so then I had to put a race seat version in them because I'm over 6 foot tall. The Brumbies do have a lot of seat room behind the seat, but the factory seats never went back that where you put them on aftermarket runners, I could get them to go back that extra mile. Yeah, then
I'm assuming this is probably pretty cool piece.
Yeah. I don't know if it's out of the right era Subaru, but it's definitely out of a Subaru.
I'm assuming that it's special because you have it in here.
Yeah.
That's
just
cool.
your wheel brace and stuff.
Yeah.
Then a custom flush mounted the head unit in there and running a GC8 WRX cluster in it.
What?
Yeah, opposed to the BRAT Brumby one.
This is just such a hybrid of all Subaru things.
Even the mirrors are down to BRZ mirrors.
No way.
Yeah, just little things that,
That is so cool. And then what about, this they can't be a factory either, the hazards.
Oh no, that's a WRX because it has a spliced harness in it. So it's got WRX/Brumby or /BRAT harness in it. So they've put the hazard light switch there.
It is so cool. I love it. And what's going on here?
Oh no, that's my other pipe for my other car. It's my screamer pipe. I'm plumbing it back. So I put a little sub in it and speakers,
cool.
Tucked in behind the seats.
Because this is a street vehicle.
Yeah.
So does this have air conditioning still?
No, I didn't do. I got other cars that got AC for the summer.
This is a good winter car then, huh?
Yeah, good winter car. Yeah.
Amazing. And then so it does have 5-speed transmission.
Yeah, 5-speed STI. Yeah. Same thing. Kept the center console. A lot of people put the WRX console in them. I wanted to keep that sort of original with a twist to it,
So cool. Can you turn it on?
Yeah.
It certainly sounds like a Subaru.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do with the exhaust?
It's all. It pretty much nearly bolts on a WRX exhaust. A few modifications to hangers and bits and pieces, but predominantly because the engine's in there. Yeah. And believe it or not, they're not too much difference in wheelbase, as in, yes, in width, but in length, yeah.
I just can't believe how OEM you made this look.
Yeah, I try to. A lot of my builds, I try to keep them factory-ish looking.
And then you have coilovers, BC.
Coilovers in the front, yeah.
They actually make it for this car?
No,
How did you get it to fit?
WRX, because it's got WRX hubs on it.
Ah.
WRX hubs, and then the rear's hybrided. I think they made them in the States. They sold you a conversion kit to convert to 5 in 100 from the ugly 4-stud BRAT Brumby ones.
Amazing. Are you gonna go on the cruise with us?
Where you cruise? I don't even know.
I think these guys are going cruising.
Yeah.
I really want to ride in this.
Yeah.
Can we go for a rip around the block real quick?
Yeah.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
Let's go.
Yeah.
I've never ridden in a BRAT before.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
What a cool car. I just want to hear what it sounds like from the back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go for a quick ride around the block before they get upset at me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, the old school wind-up windows, mate.
This is great because was this in a okay condition to the point where you could keep driving it, or was this already something where you had to?
No, it was in a pretty good condition.
So you wanted to start with a pretty good condition vehicle.
Yeah, they're renowned for, like, most of them rust in the rear, in the tray, just because water sits in there. It's got nowhere to go. Yeah. It's got a quite no blow off though. It's quite.
Whoa! That sound is really impressive.
Yeah.
That is unlike any, and this can't weigh that much.
I think 1,100 kilos. So, yeah.
So this is going to be faster than the Brezza STI that it came out of.
Yeah, just the sheer weight, you knock 200-300 kilos out of the car weight, you know.
And it's putting it all the power to the ground.
Yeah, all four wheels.
So cool. So then, did those ones have like an active center diff or anything?
Not that I'm aware of. I think in 97, 98, they started to come out with the active center diff. So yeah, this is non-DCD gearbox basically. Yeah. So yeah, it's got quite good pickup.
Yeah. So is it tuned or is it like stock?
It's tuned. It's got a link computer in it, and it's running on E85.
Oh, I smell it. Yeah. It smells good.
Yeah. So
what a cool car.
can put more power in it, but we have valve spring issues that won't let it boost over 16 psi. So anything more, it falls over, but it should be good. Tuner set for 270 to 280 kilowatts, so putting another 60 in it would change the characteristics of it again.
It already has so much power for what it is.
What it is, yeah.
I mean, you're not trying to win any races, but I'm sure this is so much fun just driving around town.
Yeah, it is. Gets your attention because you don't see them every day. You have to build it, you know, to be different.
I love it. It rides really nice too. The suspension's really nice.
Yeah, for a car that's been put together. I suppose another rarity in it is the power steering.
Oh!
Yeah.
Jeez, that is so cool. So then, I think it's right here. It never came with power steering?
No, they came in. I don't think they were even a factory option. Mm-hmm. They were in a wagon or a different type of Subaru, but yeah.
Well, thanks for showing this to me.
No worries.
I really appreciate these kind of home builds.
Yeah.
I think they're so cool and so inspiring, and it's awesome to be able to update this for the modern, just modernizing this. I think is super cool. You know,
it's a shame they didn't really bring a little powerful ute out in anyone did. Nissan, Toyota, you know, I think as far as we got was that Proton. We got them here called a Jumbuck, and people do Evo conversions to them, but yeah.
I know Subaru tried to bring it back with a Baja. I don't know if they...
Yeah, that here was called an Outback. It looked like an Outback with the rear wagon bit cut off on it, you know?
Yeah, but it didn't do so well.
No.
It's a beautiful car, bro.
It's so
Thank
cool.
you, mate.
Isn't that a 94, 95 dash, 96 dash?
Yeah.
And similar but Liberty. 94, 95, 96 dash.
Yeah.
Oh, Liberty.
The best.
No,
WRX.
WRX, yeah.
Very, very nice.
Because early, it's a 94 to 96 engine, yeah.
But you've got STI manifolds on, or you just painted them?
No, it was originally STI, but the intercooler's off the newer model. I didn't run that little angled intercooler they normally...
This is what I was going to do years ago.
I done the blue one years ago with Dom. I had a blue one as
Dom
well.
Rigoli?
Yeah, he had the ready one, or the
I was going to do one.
yeah.
Paint it turquoise because I had it already in prime. I was going to do one. I used to have the panel shop.
Yeah.
Funny Cars Body Shop.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
See, you're turning heads everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for showing this to us. Enjoy.
No worries, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to LarryChenPrints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.